Alright, so in front of me is the fully finished CR250. So sit back and enjoy the start to finish building this thing and stay to the end of the video so you can see the reveal and how you can get your entries to win this one-of-a-kind CR250. Alright, quick and easy like that. Got this thing completely torn down to the frame. Ready to get this thing all vapor honed up, all cleaned up. Pretty dirty, but it makes for a better before and after once it gets rebuilt up and everything's cleaned. Forks and shock shipped out, get it coated. All rebuilt, get to work vapor honing over here for the next couple of days on both these builds. Decide what parts I want to powder coat. Split the cases, get this case sent out so it can get repaired because it's JB welded. Quick and easy like that. The engine is completely torn down. Over here, the cases, like I started out with, were cracked. I'm on the lookout for a new case, and I'm not sure if you can weld it, so I have to look into that. Otherwise, to buy and find a new case, I know that's not cheap, if I can even find one for an O2. Put in the vapor blasting cabinet and get blasting for the next couple of hours. Be a really good transformation because most of these parts are pretty dirty and crusty, and they're gonna look better than new once they get vapor honed. As always, if you're new, subscribe so you don't miss out on the future videos and the first ride on this thing. Let's run up the likes and try and get this video to 10,000 likes, because if you know, you know, it's a ton of work to do these builds. And if you've been missing out, if you don't follow a build page right here on the screen at Project Two Strokes, where I post everything as I'm doing the build weeks before the YouTube videos come out. And if you haven't ordered something and got your entries in to potentially win this bike, you're missing out. You're not going to find a cleaner CR250. So let's get to work and get to vapor honing. CR250 build, I want to thank the sponsor of this video, Onyx Off-Road. So if you haven't heard of Onyx Off-Road yet, I don't know what you're doing. This is the best off-road app that allows you to find new trails for dirt bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, trucks, anything off-road. Onyx is gonna find a new trail near you that you probably have never heard of and been to before. Once you get onto the app and you zoom in and put in your location, it'll come up with blue points that represent new trails near you, that once you click on it, it gives you the rundown on what to expect with pictures from people that have already been there, full description of what you're going to ride. So if you're burnt out like me on riding the same trails, check out Onyx Off-Road with their 7-day free trial. And once you like it, you can sign up, getting 20% off using my discount code, which is on the screen right here or linked below. Aside from finding new trails, you can zoom in and see people's property lines so you can see who owns the land. And once you go to that trail, you can swipe over and see nearby trails, so you can hit a bunch of trails on a road trip or a bunch of trails in the same area, so you'll never not have somewhere to ride. Regardless, download the app for free, try it out, see if you like it, because who doesn't like new trails to ride? As always, thank you to Onyx Off-Road for sponsoring this video and making this entire build possible. And we'll get back into the CR250 build video. So finally, like that, months later, we finished up this CR250 build. Let me know what you think. This definitely has to be one of my cleanest builds to date, and I couldn't be more happy with how it turned out. I think it has a good mixture of an OEM look, tying into the new modern front end, tying in with the back stock plastics, with the 23/450 graphics, giving it that OEM but modern look. So before I fire it up and give you guys the run over on the bike on what I did to this thing, starting right now, you can get entered to win probably one of the cleanest CR250s I've seen. It's pretty standard at this point. Every $5 you spend on my website gives you one entry to win. Definitely beats that new YZ125 I gave away last year. Doesn't even compare, and you guys will have a one-of-a-kind CR250 that you can win for as little as $5. So get your entries in. Top link in the description to my website. Right now is the best time to get entered because a lot of stuff is 50% off on the site, so I can get rid of the stuff. Since I'm moving to Florida, I don't want to have to carry all the merch, so all my old stuff is discounted. If you're not interested in merch, you can get yourself dialed in with a set of torque straps. I've talked about these a lot. These are the best Moto tie downs you can get right now. Now would be the best time to pick up a set of straps to get yourself entered to win. All the details are down below. Check out the site, pick up something, get an entry in to win this CR250, and I'll pick a winner in just under a month. So don't miss your opportunity. Get an entry in, potentially win, like I said, one of the cleanest CR250s you'll ever find. Without further ado, let's fire this thing up. The new Lectron Pro 38 on here. I've heard a lot of good things with these Pro 38s, so the bike should run really good. Get this thing up. Almost first kick. I'm just gonna let it warm up and then we'll turn it down, do a couple heat cycles. We got the idle dialed in. I think it's about right there. So I've done a couple heat cycles, so it should be good to go to rev a little bit. Man, thing runs good. This thing sounds pretty good. It fired right up. Giving you guys a run over on what I did to this. To thank all the sponsors who made this possible. Thanks to Ride JBI. He got the forks dialed in with the black upper coating, then with the lower coating fade, which is sick. These coatings always make the bikes pop. I've never had black forks. Makes it pop even more than the Kashima coated ones. 23 front fender and number plate to kind of make it that modern look. Thanks to Moto Pro for the OEM graphics that fit on the older shrouds. JSV with this custom made cone pipe. This took like 3 months to come in and it's well worth it. Definitely sets the bike off. As always, Fathead Racing with the head. Some upstate coatings with all the CEREKOTE and powder coat work on the swing arm, on the cases, the covers. Raptor titanium with these razor blade foot pegs. Of course, Lectron with that Pro 38 carb. Everything got vapor honed, as you saw. A lot of time into vapor honing to get it to look like this. Spec bolt with all the new bolts. There is a case saver coming. That was one of the things I forgot to order. Another look at these fork coatings. I can't get over how good this looks. I'm kind of bummed that the fork guards kind of wrap around so far and you can't really see the bottom of the forks until you turn the bars. On the thumbnail, I took the one cover off so you can see it a little bit better. Traction MX, setting it off with the seat cover. If you need any seat covers, Traction MX is the place to go. All of everybody that helped make this build possible, linked below in the description if you want to check them out and get your bike dialed in. So if you aren't able to buy an entry to win this thing, the least you could do is throw a like in the video for how much effort and time I've put into this bike build. Definitely, like I said, I think one of the cleanest builds I've done. Let me know what you think compared to the KX125, the KX250, my RM125, my CR125. What do you think's been the cleanest bike build over the years? Because this thing's definitely up there. Get on it before we're out of stock of stuff. Top link in the description to my website. Like I said, every $5 spent gives you one entry. If you're new and you want to see the first ride video, make sure you're subscribed. If you want to see the first ride and what's going down before the videos come out, you can follow my Instagram at Tyler Monagan. And with that, stay on the lookout for the first ride video.